Hey, and welcome to the Jessica Paul podcast. I'm your host, Jess Paul, actress, manifestation expert, and mindset coach. And I'm here to share with you all of my secrets on confidence, success, and the magic of manifestation. If you're ready to dive in deep and see more success in your career, more money in your bank account, and more love in your life with a whole new level of freedom, then you're in the right place. I'm letting loose on everything you need to take back control of your life, up-level your mindset, and tap into your manifestation powers. I'm so excited that you're here. She's back, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm here with you all again after 3 weeks off. It's me, guys, Jess Paul, your manifestation mentor, your spiritual bestie, all the good things that we love, and I'm back. Oh my god, I feel like it's been freaking ages since I've sat in front of this mic and spoken to you all, because obviously, like I said, I'd pre-recorded these episodes for you over the past 3 weeks because I needed to go and clear my freaking mind, and that's what I did. I literally spent 3 weeks doing F all. I went over to Mallorca to celebrate part of my friend's wedding, and then basically for the 3 weeks after that, I literally sat there and did nothing. Fully switched off my brain. And I think, guys, we don't realize how often we're not switching off that brain. Meditation for me is such a powerful form of being able to switch off that what's going on in your brain constantly. But for me, this 3 weeks felt like 3 weeks of pure meditation. Because even for me, I feel that you can put meditation into your routine and you can, practice switching off your mind and your brain, but actually doing it properly for the amount of time your body needs is so important. And I made an announcement on social media that I was coming off social media on my coaching page for a while and still on my personal page. But there were so many reasons for that, a lot of spiritual reasons, but mostly for me, guys, I am just really freaking enjoying playing in this 3D. I talk about this 3D, I talk about reality as we know it right now, right? The world that we live in, because a lot of this work that I do, a lot of this spiritual work that I do can make us feel very up in the air, a bit floaty, a bit not grounded sometimes, when we're talking about this fifth dimension and we're talking about, tapping into these gifts, and it's guys, we just need to freaking play. Go and play in the 3D that you're currently in right now. And what better time to do it than summer, But for me, my body was screaming at me to do this. And ever since being ill, a good couple of months ago now, I've had a lot of big shifts go on. And so I'm still currently not on social media at the moment, but I am sending out an email to you all every single week. So if you're not on my emailing list, then get your booty over there now, because I send an email out every week, basically, guys, straight to your inbox, very personal, as well as these podcast episodes. So I'm just really happy to be back. I'm really happy, excited to be sitting in front of this mic and ready to talk to you about some juicy topics. So, quick life update before we get into today's episode. Obviously, I've been away. I've been chilling the frick out on a beach. But also, guys, I talk about playing in this 3D. I talk about really being just being really freaking present, being in the now. For me, that's been so eye-opening, because I've actually been able to dive deeper, even deeper into projects that I'd already started, that I didn't realize how surface level I was being before, because my mind was basically everywhere. So in a nutshell, I've been really, really channeling energy into certain areas of my life. One of them is my career in acting, which I know there's a lot of actors that listen to this podcast too. There's a lot of performers that listen. But if you're not an actor as well, it's all the same thing. It's freaking business, it's business mindset. And I've been really channeling my business mindset into my acting career. And there's been lots of exciting things happening. I've mentioned this a couple of times about the sitcom that I'm currently writing, which, guys, I just can't. You just wait, because you know that I'm the queen of manifestation, and there's certain things that are going to be popping up on your TV screens very soon, which is very exciting. I can't really relay very much more information right now, but, these are the things that I'm doing behind the scenes that
you might not hear about, well, I'm not on Instagram stories right now, so you're not going to hear about it on Instagram. But like, I really advocate channeling energy. So what I mean by that is like, when you've got a goal, when you've got something that you are after, just be tunnel vision on that goal, like tunnel vision. I know that like so many of you beautiful, amazing people listening to this podcast, you're all multifaceted because, you know, that's what I am as well. So like everybody who listens, we all relate to each other, right? But you know, like we can't be, I always say this to my clients, right? This whole notion of being a multitasker that, you know, a lot of people call women multitaskers, like we're really good at multitasking. That's just bullshit, right? Nobody can actually multitask. We can't do it. People that say they can aren't actually moving forward in any way. Like your energy is just too spread out. Your energy is just like, it's like a puddle, right? You want your energy to be like a stream, a river that's actually like flowing forward in a certain direction. And the only way you can do that is if you channel your energy into that one thing, right? It's not to say that you can't do everything and you can't be everything and have everything, because that's what I teach. But, you know, if you really want something to manifest like quickly, you have to be able to channel it like a stream, okay? And that's what I've been doing in certain areas of my life that I hadn't been doing before, because I'd been a bit, you know, I've been a bit sidetracked in other things, in other areas of my business and things. And I just sat down with myself and I was like, where the frick do I want to channel my energy, right? And that's a question you guys need to ask yourselves too. Like right now for you, because it can change, because the only constant in life is change. But right now for you, like where do you want to be channeling your energy? And are you actually channeling it like a stream, a flow of energy into that thing? Or are you being a bit of a puddle? You know, like, are you just like kind of letting your energy like splurge out everywhere and not actually move forward, right? So for me, I've been really moving forward, especially in terms of my acting. And I've just got so many exciting things. Oh, so many exciting things that I can't wait to announce and talk to you about. But, you know, this is why I do what I do, right? I'm teaching you guys to manifest the life that you want to live. I'm teaching you guys to manifest a life that you fucking love, right? And so if I'm not doing that myself, then I'm the biggest hypocrite going. Do you know what I mean? So like I'm helping all my clients achieve dream, you know, like some of my clients, they've manifested leading lady roles, they've manifested like, you know, all sorts of things in their acting career. And I looked at mine and I was like, I'm not manifesting enough right now, right? You know, and you know what I'm like, okay? When I have a goal and I have a vision, I'm going to fucking get it, because I get everything I want, right? And that's what I want you guys to know as well. You all get everything you want. Everybody gets everything that they want, okay? In fact, like use that as your affirmation. I get everything I want. I always get everything I want, right? So for me, that's where I want to channel my energy. That's where I desire to channel my energy. So that's what I've been doing, right? Whereas before it might have been in other areas of business, you know, like I own multiple businesses, you know, like it was in different places. And I've streamlined, guys. I'm tunnel vision. And I encourage you guys to do the same, because things do manifest at like amazing speed when you do. So the life update really is that I am very close to getting my sitcom to like final stages to then be pitching to producers. And it's just very exciting. And like I said, I don't talk a lot about it because this is one of my projects that is a bit more hush hush. This is one of my projects that it's going to come out eventually and you're all going to know about it, believe me. But it's one of those things that I'm working on for me, you know, like, and I don't talk about it a lot, but recently things have been getting very exciting in that area. So that's my life update. Let's get into today's episode. So today's episode is all about doing the thing that's weird, right? Being weird. Okay, I actually love this. I love this phrase of doing the thing that's weird, because I honestly have felt like a lot of people in the past have called me a bit weird. I've called myself weird, like I've labeled myself weird. Listen, guys, people in society are going to label you weird if you go against the grain, right? If you start stepping outside the crowd, doing something a little bit different, doing something a little bit risky, a little bit out there, people are going to turn around and immediately say, this girl's weird, right? Or this guy's weird. okay? Because it is weird to you when you are so used to something and so used to like your normal, right? If someone goes a little bit outside of that, you are weird. That's just the way that's the way human beings' brains work, right? And so what I want this episode to be about today for you guys is actually freaking embracing that weirdness. Every successful person has been labeled weird at least once in their life. Very likely a lot more than once, right? I've been labeled weird so many times, and I have done weird, risky, out there things. And I always do, and I continue to do, right? Because it's one of the biggest kind of boosts for your manifestations. The weirder you are, the weirder you can be, right? In society's eyes, or like in your own eyes, you know, like your own subconscious eyes. Like the weirder you can be, the more risks you're going to take, because you're moving into a different version of you, right? So basically, this episode is all about doing the thing that's weird. And I've done the thing that's weird recently in terms of coming off social media, let's say, for example, because I'm an online business owner. So there's going to be a lot of entrepreneurs that probably look at me and go, what the hell are you doing, Jess? Like, you can't just go off social media for like months. Like, what, you know, where's your business going to go? What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to make money? Like, for me, I just hold my hands up and go, yeah, it was a weird decision to make, but it was the right decision because it was coming from a very deep download for me that I needed to do it, right? But that's the same with everything in your life. You guys listening to this, you're all in this top like 10% of people, let's say, that are bound for success. Like, you're literally, of course, you're all going to be, of course, you're all freaking successful, right? You're all successful humans because you actually deep dive into this work. You're sitting listening to this podcast. You tune in every week. Like, that to me says that you're in the category of success because you want to do this. And the thing is, even with this work, it can feel very weird for people. You know, I have been labeled weird for, let's say, for example, believing that I always get what I want, right? That, for some people, hearing that might be like, that's a weird statement to make, Jess. Like, how can you know that? How can you possibly believe that, right? You know, I've been labeled weird for, let's say, ignoring certain things in my reality right now, you know, not being an observer, being a freaking visualizer, which I always tell my clients to be, right? I've been labeled weird for being like that, you know, oh, Jess, how can you ignore the fact that this is happening right now, the fact that gas prices are rising and, you know, there's a war going on and, you know, like, how can you ignore that? You can't, you know, that's ignorant, right? And listen, I've had people tell me that I'm ignorant, which is just a reflection on their personalities, honestly. But the thing is, like, that's weird to some people because, you know, yeah, a lot of people in this world are observers. Me, personally, I say in my imagination because I know that's where I'm going to manifest, right? And I do, right? But, you know, I've been labeled weird for doing all these things, believing in myself, believing in this work, you know, just actually, you know, being in this spiritual realm. But at the end of the day, guys, right, you look around, who's the one that's actually making shit happen? Do you know what I mean? So, like, if you've ever been called weird, you're essentially on the right track. Like, take it as a compliment. So if you're wanting to be in this top percentage of people, if you want to be successful, if you're wanting to manifest things quickly, right? Don't suppress your weirdness because you're going to get your ego creep in. You're going to get your shadows pop into the surface when it comes to those moments that, you know, you might seem like you're going out the crowd, going against the grain, doing something different, doing something that other people would think is weird, like, and you go for it. Your ego's, of course, going to get in the way. You know, you're going to start believing all sorts of things about yourself. You're going to start doubting yourself. You know, self-doubt was a big thing that I suffered with in the past, where I would just suppress and I would not do anything out of the fear of what other people would think of me. That is the biggest vibe killer, guys, right? That is the biggest killer of your success if you are worrying about what other people think of you. Who the fuck cares what they think of you, right? Because, as I say, you look back on like all the most famous people, right? Or all these like entrepreneurs or scientists or people that just went outside the box and did it different and in that time were labeled weird, but actually look at the life that they created for themselves. Like, I was watching the Lady Gaga documentary on Netflix, and I was watching with my friend, and she was like, the Lady Gaga was talking about something, and my friend was like, she's a bit weird, isn't she? And I was like, yeah, she is, but not in a judgmental kind of way, in like she's eccentric, she's fucking cool, because she's weird, but she also happens to be one of the greatest artists, like one of the most well-known artists currently today, you know, and she just does her own thing. She's just who she is. Like, watch the documentary, guys, because it's quite interesting. You know, and these people, they don't give a shit what anybody else thinks of them. They're just who they are. They embrace their weirdness, and they take the weird risks in life. And that's exactly what we need to be doing, right? We want to be shifting like our mindset and our perspective around being weird, and actually embracing it and viewing it as a really freaking positive thing. So be the person that believes anything is possible, right? Be the person that ignores their current reality and focuses on their imagination. Be the person that, I don't know, invests in things that other people, or maybe even your family, think is a huge risk and you shouldn't be doing it. Be the person who does those things, right? Be the person who believes in yourself, who takes the risks. You know, like, even for example, guys, you know, just as really basic examples in life, be the person that's able to go up to a stranger and start chatting to them, right? On a train, or in a queue, or in the airport. This happened to me the other day. Someone came like streamlined straight up to me. Our plane was delayed for like 8 hours, and this guy comes up to me, and we have the best chat, and we spend 8 hours together in this airport, right? You know, that was bold. That other people might have looked at him and thought that was a weird move, just to go straight up to me and start talking to me. But do you know what? Like, we're actually, like, you know, I've got his number now. Do you know what I mean? Like, so these are the things that if you're not bold enough and weird enough with, you know, like, be the person that grabs the mic at an open mic night and just bears your soul with some like spoken word poetry, or, you know, sings in karaoke and like freaking impresses the whole room, or, you know, be that person that can get up and do the thing that goes against the crowd in that moment, because you will be freaking remembered for it. And that's how we all become successful. And at the end of the day, guys, even if other people don't notice the weird thing, right? Even if it's not a weird thing to anybody else, and it's just your shadows, and it's just your like subconscious mind telling you that it's weird, right? Which can happen, you know? Sometimes in life, like, the things you do and the risks you take actually aren't even that weird. Like, people don't even notice them. But at the end of the day, the universe always notices what you do. The universe always notices the risks you take. It notices how you know, how involved you are, and how passionate you are in your projects, and the risks and the things that you do for your projects, and your goals in life. The universe sees everything. Your vibration cannot lie, okay? So if you're embracing this weirdness, going after the thing you want, stepping up when nobody else is willing and ready to step up, and just being the boldest version of you, you're always going to be noticed for that. And I guarantee you're going to be that person that everybody else is looking at in 5 years' time going, how the fuck did she do it? You know, like, how the hell did they get to that point? You know, why has it not happened to me? And the reason that it's not happened to you is because you didn't take those weird, bold, amazing risks that those other people have taken. So this is your loving kick up the ass, guys, from me to you, because you know what, like, this is the first episode back after 3 weeks away. I wanted to obviously come in with a bang, to go out and do the thing that not everybody would do. Embrace it, freaking love it, love being weird, fall in love with the weirdness, okay? So here's your homework then, right? Your homework is to ask yourself, where in life are you not embracing the weirdness? Where have you been putting off certain tasks, certain like risks that, you know, in the moment you've thought, oh no, that's too weird to do, or people are going to judge me? Where have you been putting these things off, guys? Get real with yourselves and go and embrace it, okay? Every one of you, step up now, like step up today and go, I'm going to be as weird as I possibly can in this moment. And I'm going to create a legacy. right? I'm going to create a freaking legacy. These people are going to remember me. You know, I'm going to be such a memorable person for going against the crowd, stepping outside of the box that society puts us in, and go and creating the future you want. Because at the end of the day, guys, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anybody else, right? So it doesn't matter what they think of you. It doesn't matter how much judgment you get. You know, you channel your energy into the thing that you want to channel it into, and you don't be afraid of taking those risks and being different. And you're the one that everybody is going to look at and go, damn, I wish I had a bit of what they have, right? I've done it. I'll continue to do it. And you know, it's one of the most thrilling things to be able to look back at those moments and go, wow, if I wasn't bold in that moment, I wouldn't be where I am today. And it's so fulfilling when you do look back on those moments. So that was my episode today, guys. I love and kick up the ass for you all. I love you all so much. I hope you've all enjoyed it. As always, please do. I know that I'm not on social media all the time, but I am still checking up on DMs and everything. So please do, if you've enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend. Share it on your socials with your biggest takeaways. Let me know what you've enjoyed from it. And I look forward to chatting to you all next week. Lots of love, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who you think would love it too. And if you want to let me know how you found it, just screenshot this episode, add it to your Instagram story, and tag me at I am Jessica Paul so that I can throw all the love right back at you. And of course, subscribe, hit those 5 stars, and leave a review to show your support and to keep the good stuff coming. Sending you so much love and gratitude from your girl Jess.